Hello and welcome back to the 2018 Canadian Ultimate Championships. We are here in Surrey, British Columbia. We've got the last round of mixed pool play action here for you today. The Bunny Thugs out of Saskatoon matching up against T-Rad from Kelowna. It's Becky Thompson here with Lucas Main. And Lucas, I think we're going to see a pretty good game here today.
Yeah, I got fired up from T-Rad's cheer here on our right. So T-Rad coming out from Kelowna in BC. They're wearing the greens. They're going to be starting on offense, but I'm excited for this game for sure.
So we've got T-Rad starting us out here on offense, a person-to-person set right away here from the Thugs as that disc gets put here to the near sideline. Surveying the options, Larson puts that one into space, but it's a little bit too far in front of Midori Grant, and it'll be a first chance here for a break for the Thugs.
Yeah, just a bit of nerves maybe, knock off the first throw there, but chance for Bunny Thugs to get the first break.
Carter Hunk's coming with a big grab, and he's going to shoot deep looking for Garrett Peters. Peters melks that one into the end zone. Observers signaling the goal. The observers today wearing black jerseys as these two teams are wearing red and green, so a little bit similar to their orange and green they might typically wear. If you're looking for them, they are wearing black, and that's a first break right away here for the Thugs.
And a good read by the receiver there to not go up as when his defender did, realizing his defender's maybe going up a bit soon, and took his time, waited out, and easy catch for the goal. So that puts him up. First point pretty quick here. Bunny Thugs up 1-0. And for this game, actually, we're going to do something a little bit different for our live stream here. So we have some gloves, some Ultimate gloves sponsored by Layout Gloves. And so we're going to need to engage you guys watching the live stream at home a little bit to help us out with picking the player of the game or the fan player of the game. So you can tweet at us, use hashtag CUCsurrey to vote for the fan player of the game, and we'll pick something off of the Twitter feed to get to hand out to the player here at the end of this game. So hashtag CUCsurrey to vote for your player.
So we'll see now if T-Rad can come out here with a slightly different offense, looking to get themselves a hold. Always good to come back after your O-line is broken on the first point and execute it well. So the Thugs now, that big pull, gonna float down near to the near side of the end zone. Now centered. A bit of a junk zone here from the Thugs as T-Rad looks to move that disc around, but not really finding any upfield options. That one being swung around now. Matag with the disc and putting it back to Gowanlock. Now upfield again here with Donnelly. Moving it through the cut. They're forcing the Thugs here to have to reset and melt back to their person set. But a run through D. Colin Hoyen with the run through D there for the Thugs. Fertoski now on the far sideline. Putting that one to Williams. Some pressure defense here from the Kelowna team as they opt to put that one further into space. Liseth with the disc, finds Paul. Paul shoots the inside flick over to Williams. Ashley Scram now on the far side. Taking some time, and that one going to be put behind the receiver. The cut of Hoyen there was cutting still towards the sideline. A bit of a miscommunication on that one.
Yeah, I wasn't looking, but I trust your judgment, and I believe, yes, it was a miscommunication there. Bunny Thugs not able to convert on their first D opportunity, looking to get it back now.
So T-Rad still looking for their first hold of the game here. The reset defense tight here from the Thugs as that one goes upfield. Von Adrian with the disc. He's got hair dyed the same way of their jerseys. A cool touch here as he resets that one. Gowanlock putting it upfield, but it's bobbled off the hands of James Donnelly. Give the Thugs another opportunity to break with Paul in possession. Looks over to Williams. Williams finds Wiseth. He's going to put an around flick into the end zone. Easy, making it look so simple here. And they're going to get their second break of the game right away.
And going up 2-0 in a game like this is the last round of pool play games here before we get a reseed. T-Rad not looking so great off the start, and Bunny Thugs taking advantage of that and making quick work of their offensive lines here. So they're D-line for Bunny Thugs, firing on all cylinders. T-Rad still haven't found their offense.
And T-Rad just looking a little bit thrown off by that poach defense as well there. They did manage to work it through, forcing the Thugs to melt back to a person set. But when that person set came up, they also, unfortunately, were a little bit flustered by the sudden pressure I think that was on them.
Yeah, not spreading out evenly enough to give themselves more room to throw into space at all. They're all looked a bit clustered, and again, that could just be a nerves thing that they're gonna look to shake off here. But we'll see if they can make an adjustment here in the third point.
So Thugs looking to go ahead and get their third break of the game here. T-Rad, a few new people on the field now. Their O-line having been broken twice in a row, so they'll look to change this up a little bit. This one into play now here. Person-to-person D from the team in red. Connolly looking for an option. He's going to find it on the near sideline. Drat with the disc. Drat resets that one. And now over with Michael Bowie. He's going to put a big around flick. Looking, there's some tight coverage. That one bobbled off the intended receiver, but reeled in on the second attempt, and T-Rad find their hold.
Yeah, just not the intended receiver at all. I don't think the second we call the garbage collector coming in behind to get the bobble, and then the second attempt. So great job getting winners to know that disc maybe not the best throw, and that potential for that second effort.
Yeah, and sometimes you see a throw like that come up when a team has been broken twice at the start. They're looking a little bit nervy and a little bit desperate to get themselves a hold on the board. So like you said, maybe not the best choice, but it worked out here for this Kelowna team.
Yeah, exactly. So before we get started on our fourth point here, give you guys a quick, so we mentioned about the layout gloves we're going to give to the fan player of the game. But if you have any other questions, comments, heartaches, concerns, anything you want to bring up to us here in the booth, you can tweet at us. My handle is at Lucas Main, or you can tweet at Rebecca as well at RJ_Thompson16. Let us know what your thoughts are, or anything that you wanted to talk about or answer any questions for you. You can feel free to shoot us a message as well. So, we're going to have T-Rad starting their first defensive point of the game here, so their first pull.
See what their defensive line can do. A few of those players staying back on the field. Bowie, who threw that goal, back out there already, looking to try and create a little bit of energy here as that pull is going to sail just here on the near sideline, about 20 yards from the Thugs end zone. McGill picks up. A bit of a zone look now here from T-Rad, trying to do something different. Near sideline now. Dorkson puts that to Dion. Tight zone here from T-Rad. You see the double team being called there by Mark Dion, and that one now is going to be put around to the far side, but trailing in the wind, can't keep that one low enough. Going to give T-Rad an opportunity here to break. Now moving it upfield, using the handlers here. That one with Bowie. Can tell he wants that deep shot. Matag now. Looking for the reset. Finds it on the far sideline. Back to Bowie, pressured defense there. Floating all the way up and easily picked off there. The D coming down with it is Dorkson.
And Bowie knew as soon as he let that one go, it was not going to be a good throw, so he was throwing his hands in the air, hoping that his player could bring it down, but not to be.
Dion now over to the near sideline. Dorkson finding Yates. Yates will put that upfield. But unfortunate bobble and a drop here gives T-Rad yet another opportunity.
Yeah, it was a hard pass going downwind and just bounced out of her hands.
This one will be picked off. Thugs getting the run through D on that one, shooting it, floating to the end zone. Two receivers in that space, and it's going to be Tim Dorkson coming down with it here for the goal.
Yeah, and great read. Two receivers going deep, like you said, and Dorkson able to pay attention, keep his feet in bounds. I know he's probably running out of space at the back of the end zone there, but keep himself in bounds and make sure that he didn't accidentally. That's happened a couple of times we've seen where players have thought, oh, I've got lots of space. All of a sudden, oh, there's the blue line, and you're out the back. So great job and great read there.
Yeah, the Thugs making it look easy, getting this disc back, and you can see a couple times there baiting their offenders or who they're marking there to order to get those run-through Ds as well. Doing such a good job there, especially number 21, Cole Deagle there, makes it look effortless to come and get that run-through D and then an easy floating shot to the end zone for the goal.
Yeah, and T-Rad did a good job of setting a cup here to start their defensive point. There was a double team called. I don't know if it was necessarily a double team because there was another player about to crash the cup, so that always gets a bit ambiguous when you say, oh, well, I could have been marking her, or I could have been marking him. So, yeah, I think T-Rad potentially probably come out with that again in this next defensive point here, but we'll have to see.
So the Thugs again looking for another break. T-Rad will look to get a hold here. Down 3-1, still very early in this game, only been a couple minutes into this one so far. This will be picked up in the middle, looking right away for the reset. Liam Archibald will shoot that one, looking to a receiver in the end zone and making that one look easy. This time Mason Rawson with the goal, and T-Rad find a hold.
Yeah, a bit smoother offense. Great job here, T-Rad, to make sure that they punch that one in quick, get their D-line back on the field, give them another opportunity to try and break back and put themselves at a tie score. So we have 3-2, Bunny Thugs up from Saskatchewan.
And I like that offensive play there from T-Rad as well. You could tell that that may have been actually a call from a pull play, and it's great to see teams able to come down and execute what they call on the line.
Yeah, I think we talked about that a game yesterday as well. There was a few points that were bang, bang right off the pull. But, yeah, you practice those. You're like, well, maybe it's going to work. And it did end up going in the end going in T-Rad's favor in this one. So you can see a couple more plays like that from both teams. That would be awesome. You can see a bit more smoother offense. But thus far, still Bunny Thugs looking like the better team, in my opinion. And T-Rad's definitely going to have to change something and make an adjustment to make them put themselves back in even in this game.
So we'll see now if they can generate something on defense in order to do that.
So yeah, for those of you guys just joining us as well, we're watching the Bunny Thugs from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. And we have T-Rad from Kelowna, BC. T-Rad playing in the green jerseys and Bunny Thugs playing in the red.
Mark Dion will pick up here for the Thugs. Another zone look here from T-Rad as Yates puts that over. Deagle puts that through. Dion again. Looking back to Brett Lindsay. Going 1 and 2 through the cup here as they look to generate some momentum and get some yards upfield. Dion puts that one through the cup. Lindsay fakes the huck. Puts it back to Shayna Yates in the middle. Moving it now very easily through the cup. The Thugs making this look pretty routine as they're about 10 yards from the end zone. Dion finding the reset in Yates. Yates shooting that one and goes a little bit too much of a laser and low towards the hands of Brett Lindsay.
Yeah, and Lindsay was unmarked there for quite a while. I don't know where his check was supposed to be, but he stayed by himself on the break side. And finally, a handler able to recognize that he was open, but just, yeah, like you said, throwing a laser right past his hand.
So T-Rad will pick up here. Gartner on the mark for the Thugs, and that one goes over to the middle. Noodlings now puts that one up to Drott. Some deep coverage there. Now centering to the middle. Draper surveying his options, puts that one back to Noodlings for the reset. Now Emma Sieben surveying the options. Back to this person set here for the Thugs as they look to generate something. That one stays low, but T-Rad keeps it in their possession. And that one looking for the reset, but such a tight angle, such a hard throw to make, and Dion gets the D, gets a hand on it, immediately moving it to Gartner. Dion to the end zone, putting that one around, looking for Deagle, gets the goal, and the Thugs leading now 4-2.
Yeah, and with like you said, just a tight pass. That jam cut, always tough to do if you're going to the break side and then coming up field. It's got to be a pinpoint throw. And as you can hear coming through our mics a little bit, is the wind is definitely picked up here for the afternoon. It's coming strong left to right, and any throw that you make like that, where it's going to be a tight window, you're going to have to really make sure of it. And unfortunately, T-Rad did not. Bunny Thugs jumping on the opportunity.
Yeah, and both these teams, I don't think too phased by the wind just yet. T-Rad making some good shots despite those little tight spaces there. They're moving it upfield pretty well before that, so just need to reset a little bit more cleanly and maybe take an extra second to make eye contact with that person that they're resetting to.
Yeah, definitely. That eye contact for sure. You're going to make sure that the person you're about to throw to knows you're going to do that. So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's a close game. It's 4-2. There's not nothing to get stressed out about yet. But like I said, Bunny Thugs still looking like the better team thus far. And I'll give you another little reminder here while we have a break in play that we're looking for your tweets to select the player of the game, the fan player of the game. So you can tweet, use the hashtag CUCsurrey, and give us a player of the game. Who do you want to see win a pair of layout gloves branded with the Ultimate Canada logo? They look really cool. Try and give you a picture of them at halftime, but yeah, tweet at us and let us know.
T-Rad back out on offense here, looking for a hold. Putting that to the near sideline with Midori Grant, who resets that one. Archibald going 1 and 2 here. Now into the middle. Bombala finds Archibald again. Archibald struggling to find a reset, has options who weren't looking at him in the middle there, as it's now reset again. Burgess and Archibald going 1 and 2 as Archibald shoots that one. Doing well to keep that one in possession. Swinging to the far side now. T-Rad looking pretty comfortable here with this offensive point. Liam Archibald definitely in the driver's seat for this Kelowna team. Burgess again. Archibald has touched the disc every other throw on this point. Now looking to the end zone. That one's going to float towards the sideline and out of bounds, though, not taking advantage of a chance to get this hold.
Yeah, Mason Ross in there put his hands on his head as soon as he let that one go. He knew he'd made a mistake, and with the wrong angle on his throw, he could have done a better job of making that happen. But he knows he made a mistake. He's probably looking to get that D now. He's looking hungry for getting the disc back for T-Rad.
Vertosky will bring this into play, centering to Justice Paul. That one upfield to Peters. Looking for the reset in Sean Vertosky. Going 1 and 2 here with Paul. A little bit tighter defense now from this T-Rad team as they try to take away the upfield options. That one going under to Peters, who goes straight up that sideline again, making sure to slide low twice in a row there. Keep it in possession. Now resetting. Dorkson. Paul gets his arm up high to get that one, and now shooting it into space. Garrett Peters, 5 yards from the end zone. Peters will reset that one to Paul. On the doorstep now, the Thugs looking for a chance to get another break here. Vertosky to the end zone for Williams, and that is the break, the goal to make it 5-2.
And that point was all Garrett Peters, number 31 in red there. He got the disc. Every other pass was all him. It was on the far sideline. He made those 2 sliding grabs, as Becky mentioned, and then this side, the disc got swung, and he made a cut up the line, got the disc again. And he was he was that offensive point defensive point for the Bunny Thugs. But yeah, Bunny Thugs taking advantage again of another mistake by T-Rad and not executing on their throw on the end zone line and marching it down the field to punch in their 5th goal. So now it's 5-2 for Bunny Thugs, well in control of this game. We're seeing something we saw a little bit this morning. Becky from the TT team starting to march in a couple of breaks in a row and definitely swinging all the momentum to their side.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely, like you said there, Peters going every other throw on that point, and not surprised to see it as well. He is a top-level track sprinter as well as a previous high-level soccer player, still a high-level soccer player, actually competing for the top team, men's team in Saskatoon in the national championship in October as well. So a multi-sport athlete, and you can see it in the way he moves around the field. So we'll see if T-Rad can find a way to guard him and find a response to that. T-Rad now, though, back out on offense as Sabrina Matag puts it to Noodlings. Going back to Matag, but a bobble, a slight touch there from Haley Williams as well. We'll give Mark Dion the disc here. Putting it inside. Back to Dion. Hoyen finds Ashley Scram. 5 yards from the end zone. Looking to reset that one. Dorkson puts it around. Dion lays out to retain possession. Mark Dion, inside shot to the end zone. Eric Wieseth with the goal and another break here for the Thugs.
Thugs taking a great job by Dion, like you said there, that second effort. I think he macked it to himself unintentionally when he went for the around bail throw there, but able to catch up to the floating disc, helped a little bit by the wind. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a timeout come from T-Rad here. I think so. There we go. They all are looking around trying to find the observers. Yes, again, the observers are in black because our two teams are playing in some abnormal colors. We have red and green, so the observer orange or green wouldn't work. So black it is for our gentlemen. So we have, yeah, 2 male observers for this game. I think we're short on female observers at this tournament in general, so 2 male observers for this game. But timeout called by T-Rad.
Yeah, not surprised to see it. Usually see this timeout call around the 3 to 4 points down, knowing, especially in the first half of a game, when your team has an opportunity now to stop the momentum in its tracks of the team who's going on a bit of a break train right now as well. So I like this call, hopefully just reminding themselves to run all the way through their cuts, make sure they're looking for the 100% option, and like we talked about before, make eye contact with the people that they're trying to throw to as well.
Yeah, know your receiver's about to receive the disc. That's always important, that especially if you're going to make a tight bail throw or a backwards throw or a jam cut for that. Just make sure there's been at least a little bit of recognition that, hey, you might get the disc really soon.
You can see T-Rad there just waving to the camera, maybe trying to have a little bit more fun with this game here too and loosen themselves up as well. Sometimes something we've talked about as before is the pressure of sometimes being in a live stream game, knowing that there's more people watching. So now just trying to enjoy that moment a little bit, I think.
Yeah, with that said, I mean, we have one vote for player of the game here from Hannah Foster, saying that Charlena McGill from Bunny Thugs already getting 1 vote in for our fan player of the game. You can vote as well if you put in hashtag CUCsurrey in a tweet and let us know who you'd like to see as the player of the game, and we will pick from the nominees.
So T-Rad will get a chance here to come out on offense out of the timeout. See if they can get themselves a quick hold.
Yeah, quick hold back on defense. They look good on defense. They just haven't had the chance to play it very much. So if T-Rad can make a quick hold happen here, they might have a chance to come and get one of those breaks back that they desperately need to keep this game within their sightlines.
So T-Rad putting out some of their familiar offensive line players now, especially with the likes of Liam Archibald out there. We saw him so far in this game when he's been on the field going every other throw, so not surprised to see him out there again. We'll see what they can generate here as Archibald will pick it up. The Poachy zone look again here from the Thugs, finding the space into Gowanlock. That one comes around to Von Adrian. Gowanlock puts that through the space, taking advantage of the holes in the Poachy defense now, forcing them to melt. That one's put around to the far side. Now in to the middle. T-Rad just surveying their options, looking for the reset in Archibald, but unable to find it, looking for Gowanlock, but that one too low and out of her hands, bidding to try to get there. Now Fertoski picks up, going 1 and 2 with Carter Hunks. Hunks again. Back to Fertoski. Thugs moving the disc pretty quickly off of that reset. Now stalled a little bit, but finding the little dish through to Paul. Goes to Tim Dorkson on the far side, and now into the end zone. Kuyava there making it easy, wide open on the open side as well, and just like that, the Thugs find another break.
Yeah, and that throw was a little bit behind her, but she was able to make a quick adjustment, stick her arm out, make a great grab. Again, Bunny Thugs punishing T-Rad for a simple error of not opening up a bail cut. So we had our player on the far side of the field looking to the dump handler. The dump handler went up line and nobody filled that space. Tough to, you only get 10 seconds. You can't move the disc, right? You need help from other people. If you get stranded like that, I mean, a lot of team strategies is to face up field and hammer it, but in this case, it was a bail throw out of the reach of the receiver. So T-Rad not looking comfortable even after that timeout. They looked okay for the first half of the field. As soon as the second half came up on them, they were looked a bit stressed out. But that puts us up at 7-2. Bunny Thugs very in control of this game again.
And this is the second time we've seen the Thugs come down with that poachy defense, and T-Rad look completely unfazed by the poaches. They've been working it through the space, but as soon as that melt comes, they immediately have been looking flustered again. So that tight match-to-match D that the Thugs melt to has definitely been causing some problems for this T-Rad team. I think maybe just needing to remind themselves that they just need to play almost the same way they are with the poaches. They're hitting the open receivers and not getting so stressed out by the defense that's put on them.
Yeah, exactly. That's stressed out, very key there. They seem like it, all of a sudden, oh my goodness, they're matching up on me. So we'll see. I mean, lots of time left in this game. We're having a quick run again, so.
That pull will sail down into the end zone and now centered to the middle. Another zone look here from the team in red. That one put around to the near side here, trying not to get trapped, but moving it upfield. Matag puts that one back for the reset. Mason Rawson with the disc finds Matag again. Now over to the far sideline. Almost picked off there, but kept in play here for T-Rad. That one though, and the second attempt blocked there as well by Weeseth Wong, doing a good job to make sure there was no other play. That one low, but Garrett Gartner gets there. Now to the end zone, and too far in front of Charlena McGill. No play able to be made on that one.
Quick shout out to Cole Diggle for baiting that throw and making that well, not really a bid. He's just a tall guy, so he's long. He stretches his arm out, make a good D there for Bunny Thugs, but unfortunately unable to convert, and T-Rad's got another chance here.
Yeah, Deagle making that one look pretty easy on the run through D. He does love to bait for that one as well. T-Rad see if they can take advantage of the turnover from the Thugs. Moving that one around to the middle and now back to the near side with Craig Rust. Looking for an option. Matag not finding many and has to go back around now to the far side, and Deagle there laying out. Looks like his layout out of bounds, however, and the disc brought back into play. That one up, one throw pass to the end zone. Lindsay finds Charlena McGill, and they take half, up 8-2.
And Diggle again getting that block, unable to come out with the Callahan on the diving effort. Maybe just outside of the far sideline there. We can't really tell, but the observer didn't stick his hands in the air, so it wasn't a goal. But great awareness again to force that throw that probably shouldn't have been there, and making the block anyway. So like Becky said, that's going to send us to halftime here. So we have a 5-minute break. Again, I'll just remind you really quick, we are looking for a player of the game, a fan player of the game. Use hashtag CUCsurrey to let us know your vote or your nomination, and we'll pick somebody at the end of the game. But we're going to go quiet here for a little bit, and we'll see you back in a few minutes.